So far, we have learned how to output information to the user using system.out.println. We have created several variables and printed out their values to the user, as well as concatenated their values to string literals. In this lesson, we will look at how we can create a program that allows the user to input information affecting the program's output. Thinking back to our student program, we might need to update a student percentage with some updates to the code. We can let the user dynamically change the value. In the previous lesson, we wrote a print statement that tells a given student their percentage. Before having the user update their percentage, we should ask the user what value they want to update the percentage to, and that's the print statement I have added here. Let's go to the program. So I'm adding a print statement here in which I'm asking the user what he wants to type in. What do you want to update? Next, we need to get access to user input and update the value of the student percentage variable. To do this, we can create a scanner with system.in and save the scanner in the variable labeled input. This is the opposite of system.out we have been using to print to the console. The scanner has some built-in operation that will allow us to retrieve input from the user. This means we will write input is equals to new scanner system dot in and then semicolon. So a scanner class comes under the util package, the Java util package. It has some certain functionalities that are pre-installed in it. The data type here is a scanner. There are lot of data types in Java, but for now you can think of a scanner as a tool that has operation that allow us to get input. In order to use those operations, we have to create a scanner first. We also need to import java.util.scanner that I have shown you. Think of it as a special data type that we need to import in order to use. With the scanner created, we can use the scanner next double operation to get the next double or decimal value that the user enter in the console window. Now student percentage is equals to input dot next double. We can use the scanner's next double operation to get the next double or decimal value that the user enter in the console window. Similar to how we use the chart at operations on strings, we will use the next double operation on our input scanner. So we will write input dot next double. We will want to save the value in our student percentage variable. So we will add a student percentage. Since we have already introduced and defined the student percentage variable before, we do not need to add the data type because Java already recognizes this variable as a double from its initial definition, and it can only store double values. Now we will create a nice output string so the user can see that the student GPA has been updated. .out.print student first name, student last name plus percentage updated to plus student percentage. Now let's run the program and see what output we got. So if you can see, it is asking me to update the percentage. Let's see, I'm updating it to 81.0. Now the student percentage is updated to 81, if you can see. I have not given spaces here, that is why it is showing me like that. So I need to add spaces here so that spaces will be updated accordingly. So I'm running the program again and let's see what output we will get. Now I will update it to 78.98. so my output got updated. So this is how input and output works in Java. Now, you might be thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if my program could automatically calculate the percentage given a series of marks? As we go deeper into the fundamentals of Java, we will be able to create more complicated programs like this. You also might be thinking, does this scale? No. Right now, it only works for one student. For the way we have the program structured, we would have to execute this program and edit some of the source code for every student in the class. Also, nothing about the update is saved eternally. The update works for the program in single execution, but it doesn't save indefinitely. There are ways to make this program more scalable. But again, this chapter is meant to be an introduction for how we can store simple data pieces in the Java programming language and reference them later in the program. We will be building more complicated programs in later chapter.